Yeah, and the clap. The clap. They,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody, welcome to the podcast. I have the talented, very funny, very politically astute, Mary Houlihan. Here we go.
Hello. Hi. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I am going to start with a compliment.
Okay.
I love the fact. I'm guessing that you loved the show that I loved, also Tough Crowd.
Yes.
Because I was thinking about, I was just like it was like about a year ago. I was just like, man, I wish they would bring back that show. And so I Googled it, and I was just like, oh, this is clever. And I loved it. I'm guessing you were a fan of the show when it was on.
I was a fan of the show, and there's so many rips on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many episodes there.
Well,
and
I mean,
so I have started watching it as like a comfort show. And I guess what's interesting to me is I think some people remember the show as like, oh, it's Jim Norton and Rich
Patrice
Voss
and I remember the main seller guys.
Like, bros, like misogynist bros type of thing.
Patrice was there.
I feel like if you go on YouTube and watch some of these old episodes, you're like, oh, wait a second. There's D.L. Hughley. There's Mark Maron.
Absolutely.
There's Lori Kilmartin.
George
Maria
Carlin.
Bamford. Yes.
Lewis
Black is on a
Kevin
lot of the
Hart.
time. So, like,
Judy Gold was pretty regular on there. Yeah.
So I feel like they do a good job of like having both sides,
mixing it up.
Yeah.
I'm sure Colin was a big chunk of the casting for it, you know. And he had his 3 or 4 guys, but then he would try to put a pretty good show together always. And,
I'm under the impression, I don't know if this is true or not, I think like Jim Norton and Greg Giraldo were writers on the show, and that's why they were so frequent guests. Greg Giraldo was
Greg
Giraldo, I forgot to mention him.
Yeah.
He's so good on that.
Oh yeah. Well, the Dennis Leary takedown, or not really takedown, but I don't think he came on there. I don't think he came on there to take down Dennis Leary, but it was just like Dennis Leary kept going at him. He was like, all right. The one about I'm blanking on it. It was about like Saddam Hussein, I think, or something. And it was just like, oh yeah, they got weapons pointed at us. It's like, oh yeah, that big Russian war that we got into.
Right.
It was so funny.
I have this friend, Frankie, who does a really good Twitch show called Wiz World Live.
All right.
Where he's a wizard.
Uh-huh.
But he's also very outspoken about politics.
Yeah.
And he has this theory that like the left and right comedy divide and like radicalization of the right happened when Patrice O'Neal died.
I like that. Well, Patrice would go on Fox. He didn't care, and he would rip on Fox. He would trash the hosts.
Yeah.
And Hannity loved him, because it was good TV.
Right.
And I guess it was like 2012, 2013 or something.
Yeah. I feel like the era I kind of came up in comedy, people were really into, oh, don't platform this person. Don't do a show with this person. Don't perform at that venue.
Yeah.
We don't want to platform people.
Ugly talker.
But when we do that, they become siloed and just move to the right because they're never engaging with people that disagree with them.
They're going to find a Rumble. They're going to find a Signal. They're going to find something like that.
Yeah, and they're going to be around people who are totally propagandized and say like, oh, these liberals, they're all blue-haired, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I've seen some of Brian Callen's new stuff. I agree. Yeah.
So I just think, some people are like hateful and not funny.
Yeah.
But I also feel like there's some people who I'm like, they're not far right. Like, why are we pretending they are?
I feel if there's a good faith effort for a good joke, a good show the irony, show the absurdity of something.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody has their own politics.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm like socially, I want everybody to be treated equally, racially, gender-wise, orientation, religion, all that stuff. I do feel that. But also, I feel like things should also be merit-based also. But I like like myself, I know that if you take a black dude that had the same situation as me growing up, it would be a more challenging life than I had.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pretend that it's not, or a gay dude, or somebody who felt they were in a different gender than myself.
Yeah.
But also, you still have to work your ass off. You still have to pay your bills.
Yeah.
You still have to, do your car registration. You still have to do all that.
I saw a funny.
Eat your veggies, all that stuff.
On Threads, Jay Jordan posted something like, and I love
funny
him.
Dude, super funny dude,
huge fan.
Yeah.
He posted something like, "Hey, queer comedians," and he's of course queer. He said like, "You guys need to be funnier. I'm trying to be funny. Some of you guys aren't bringing it because the other side is going to say we're just diversity hires and blah, blah, blah. And we do need to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry. It is what it is. That's just the reality." And I saw a straight white woman comedian reply and was like, "Shut the fuck up. Like, how dare you say that?"
Speaking over the person that they're supposed to be advocating for.
I felt like that was
it means it's something. It's a symbolic, I guess, or
it just seems like
there's probably a better word
not
for it.
in good faith. It seems like just trying to get likes by saying, "You just said something bad. I'm saying the correct thing."
Yeah.
And it's like he's saying something that's kind of complicated and nuanced.
Yeah.
And maybe you can partly agree with it if you could not agree with it, but to just be like, "Shut up, don't even talk about it," I think is like
it's
the
the not platforming kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's just like I remember it was during COVID. Mark Normand had a bit where he was talking about how Chappelle's his favorite comedian. He goes, "Oh, are you transphobic?" He's like, "No, can I just like a guy? I don't hate anybody." He said, "I guess nuance is the new N-word," and it was just like, "No, can I just think he's funny?" It's
Chappelle is really interesting to me.
I've met him. He's out there.
I've never personally met him.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's out there? Crazy or drinking or what?
Well, I mean, the night I was out there, it was during a release thing. So he is he's a little bit of his caricature, and he knows it. But he's also always either writing in his head.
Yeah.
He's always absorbing his surroundings, and he also. When it's time to be private, he's a private guy.
Yes.
And when it's time to be on, he's on.
Right. Yeah.
I think a lot of comedians are mistaken for extroverts, but so many of us are introverted. But we save it for the stage.
It was kind of. I feel like when I realized, no, you do have to be off stage a little bit sometimes. I was like, oh, okay, if that's the game, then I'll do that. But afterwards, I'm going home and I'm not talking.
Decompress, because I'm sure it's just like it for me. It was just like when I first started, I was like, I was like a little chihuahua running around, and then. After a while, you meet so many people, and they're like kind of vampire-y, and you're like, "All right, I'm gonna binge watch something. I'm gonna get a bag of chips. I need some bedtime. Was it Aparna? Now I'm gonna misspell her.
Nonchurla.
Yeah, she used to have the word of she never has FOMO, but she has fear of missing in. Just that kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
I never have FOMO. I have FOMI, fear of missing in.
I love that she is an advocate for people who don't want to go to parties.
Yeah.
And Joe Firestone is like that too.
Yeah, not familiar with that.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's not on social media at all. She was the head writer on what's it called? It's the Taylor Tomlinson show.
Oh, Lights Out?
No,
that was somebody else. I'm sorry.
It was rip-off of the Chris Hardwick show.
It was the Twitter show. Yeah.
Yeah. After Midnight?
Yeah, it was the same. Yeah, it was a reboot, I guess.
Yeah, the old one was At Midnight. Yeah. That was After Midnight. So Joe was the head writer on that, and She was also a writer and an actor on Joe Pera's show. If you saw it, did you see that?
I know. I watched a clip of it on YouTube, and I go, "Oh, this is good." And then I was like, I never got around to watching it. But
I was gonna say, if you had watched it, she's the tiny woman who drives the enormous truck.
I had a fraternity brother like that. He was like a little guy. And he had like one of these 3500 Chevy, and he pulled up to a wedding. And I wish I would have said this joke, but one of the other guys in the fraternity goes, "It was like, bro, you either have the largest cock or the smallest cock in the world with that truck, and you're 5 foot and your 5'5" frame."
Yeah.
It's just like
you have to jump up.
Rope ladder comes down. He has to put a trampoline down to get it. Yeah, but it was.
But back to
sorry,
Chappelle.
Yeah,
like I've talked to so many trans people about this. Of like, okay, between you and me, what do you think? And there are people who are like, he's transphobic, I don't like him. There certainly are people like that, but I find the majority of trans people are like, the jokes aren't really offensive. They don't offend me. They don't sound crazier than like what Robbie Hoffman or Robin Tran say, or tons of other comedians.
Yeah, I think.
But
go ahead.
the thing, they're not offended by the jokes, but they're like, I want him to stop talking about us because he brings negative attention, and even if he thinks he's doing one thing, we just want him to stop talking about us.
Well, as the small amount I know, he's not. He's interested. He's just like it's foreign. It was foreign to him growing up. He was a small town guy, and he was. I know people. He was just like he just didn't get it at first when he was like 18, 20, whatever.
Yeah.
He made a couple jokes in his first special back, and everybody focused on that.
Yeah.
And then he just said, "All right, if this is gonna piss you off, da da da. Here's more."
Exactly.
The last 2 or 3 specials, it was just trolly stuff, and then he even did who was the guy, the Republican guy in the wheelchair. He was like, "I'm just gonna do disabled jokes now. That's what I'm just gonna." Madison something.
The one-eyed guy.
No, not Crenshaw. But Madison. He was a Republican.
Yeah.
He was saying there was everybody's having an orgy. There's all these orgies going on, and
So stupid.
it was just like I believe there are orgies, but who's really going to invite the guy in a wheelchair to an orgy? and then that guy was in the credits laughing about it. It was just like you got me.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and I think even like the content of the jokes
Yeah.
were not making fun of trans people. They were more about like, I hate that like white people who are still racist are like, I'm not racist now, I'm trans.
Yeah, or
like you are still racist.
The joke about I could talk about Chappelle forever. The joke about the baby, where he was just like, "Oh, he's homophobic." He goes, "He shot a black dude. He murdered a black dude at a Walmart, and you said nothing."
Exactly. Exactly.
It was just like, you care more about your feelings than the black dude he shot at a Walmart in North Carolina.
Yeah.
It was just, and the absurdity of that. And it was just like, and so many, I heard nobody make that nobody say that. And I was just like, but I don't have the platform.
And he also talks about like, I don't really think people were mad at my jokes. I think that was more like a media phenomenon. And I see people having a knee-jerk reaction saying, "Oh my God, he's making excuses." But I'm like, can't it be both?
Yeah, a little bit of 2 things can be true.
Yeah. You can think his jokes are insensitive, but I mean, let's face it, there are people who straight up don't like Muslims, and like they don't like Chappelle because he's a Muslim.
Yeah, there's that.
And he's black.
Yeah. So
and they might not even be aware of it. It might be subconscious, but I've definitely read stuff where I'm like, I don't think this person knows why they don't like him.
I think so I hate to be the guy, well, it's social media, but some of it is, some of it isn't. And as somebody who works in entertainment, like we do, it's just like, if I wasn't doing stand up, I would probably have an account and I would probably follow 12 people.
Yeah,
and it would be
exactly.
like a couple guys I went to school with. It would be a cousin that lives in North Carolina, and I'd be like, oh, hey, oh, cool, they got a new car, you know.
Yeah,
But
post pictures of the sunset.
And they caught a fish
twice a year.
yeah. And be like, oh, but like when me and we have to like follow all the news accounts, and I worked in traditional media before I started doing stand up, and it was like print media, LA Times and stuff, and it was, and I know like what the news is, but then I also saw, because it was like once it started getting on Facebook was the first one where it was just like, oh, we need clicks. How do we do that? It was the BuzzFeedization of news, I felt like.
Yes, and try to make everything like
hot.
This side fighting this side.
Black and white, up and down, left and right. Yeah.
Something that was funny to me is I have a friend from home that I still
You're from New York or
New Jersey.
New Jersey? All right. Yeah.
And we still keep up, and I feel like she really keeps me in touch with like people that don't work in entertainment.
Normal
civilians. People, sorry.
Yeah, civilians. Yeah, people.
I mean, it's easy to like get surrounded by like people who are just like trying to move up in their entertainment career. Yeah. Sorry.
No, my dad's an electrician. When he talks with other electricians, all they talk about is kilowatts and wiring and stuff like that. And,
exactly. Yeah. And my friend, she said to me like, "Oh, do you ever listen to Joe Rogan?" Mm-hmm. And I feel like everyone in entertainment says that's like a right-wing show, and the only people who listen to it are white supremacists. And I feel like that really clicked to me that like he has like millions of listeners. Obviously not every single one of them is a white supremacist.
He's got 2,600 episodes too.
And no one should go on his show ever because you're offending every like that's just not in reality. There's like millions of people who are just like, oh, this is on the top 10 charts. Is the guest interesting this week?
I like to laugh. I'm going comedy. Or if you don't, maybe you go with Tina or Amy Poehler's one, or maybe you go with that one. You know,
I'm driving to work. I want to kill some time
on the commute.
Yeah,
at the gym.
Yes. So I think it's like very foolish for entertainment types to be like,
hardlining.
Yeah. Because again, I think it just like radicalizes the right more because they're like, why are they reacting to this like this?
Yeah. How did you start out? You start in New York, or right on? How long you been gone? Tell me the journey of Mary.
Sure. I started in 2013.
Right on.
I kind of took a break during COVID. I always get embarrassed when someone asks me how long you've been doing comedy.
Everybody, if you don't,
I'm like 10 years.
Well, I'm of the belief if you don't ever take a break, it means you weren't giving a fuck when you were doing it. You know, and you need to rest your brain, and you need to live life a little bit.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So I was right out of college, and I was really into the idea of like doing art with a social message. Yeah. But while at art school, they were like,
they wanted it to, well, you seem like a very high, just from what I know of you, you seem like a very high empathy person, you know? Yeah.
And so they were sort of like, that's great. But what we've seen working in the art world is,
stay safe.
Yeah. So, like, we're not saying this to discourage you, but just telling you, like, if you need money, you should keep this in mind.
If you want to be commercially viable, stick with go right down the middle as well. Yeah, that kind of vibe. Yeah, that was the old thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I was watching like Colbert Report and The Daily Show and Chappelle's Show.
Jon Stewart was the Michael Jordan of political comedy, in my opinion.
Amazing.
Yeah, still is. Yeah.
And I just kind of noticed like, oh, some of these like TV comedy shows do a way better job like talking about social issues than any fine art I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And also it's broadcast to millions and millions of regular people.
Comedy Central, HBO, yeah.
Yeah, while like an art gallery or an art museum, all kinds of people can go, but generally they're trying to attract moneyed people.
Yeah.
So, and I was always like a TV nerd.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
obviously you were a tough crowd person. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no sense of like, don't watch TV in the house. So we watched it constantly. I loved The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I loved Cheers.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'll try to break into TV acting, and the way to get seen is to be doing really, really funny stand-up.
Yeah.
And so then I did that. I did like the mic scene and started doing shows.
Yeah.
And then got like the agent and manager and was
Hell yeah.
auditioning for things, and always being like, thank you, but help me get a writing job.
Yes,
I
yes.
need to get into
Yes,
WGA.
yes. I want insurance. Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I just found it very hard to break into.
It is a funnel.
Yeah.
It's a funnel. Yeah. Go, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
Yeah.
You should interrupt. It's your show.
Well, I didn't want to talk over you or anything like that. Yeah.
And
And
I
you-
also did like play
Yeah.
kind of stuff, comedy plays. I had
Sketch and stuff like that.
I
or,
had a show
do the,
with Nick Nanny
Yeah.
that we co-hosted together for years
Yeah.
called Sopranos the Musical. And
That's so fucking smart because it's you think of Sopranos, you're thinking of the the Tony and the knuckleheads at the bottom
Yes,
being, but
yeah.
then Soprano is obviously a singing thing. I don't know why that's smart. That's clever. I love it. And you're a Jersey girl. You're appropriating a culture, but it's still your culture.
yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
from New Jersey.
Yeah.
He's from Long Island.
Oh,
so we
absolutely.
both
Yeah,
are
yeah.
very amused
Yeah,
by
you-
like our parents.
You know
and
where to
their
find
friends.
you know where to find a damn good linguine when you need one. Yeah,
course,
absolutely.
come
Yeah.
And there were some like improv theaters that would do like
Yeah.
good adaptations.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Playful
this
stuff.
is so spot on. This really feels like an episode of that show. And that was like not what we were doing. We were
You're making a
just-
ham of it. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we were challenging ourselves to be like, what's like the stupidest thing that the audience will be like, how did they think of that? Like,
Yeah.
we had one episode
Go with it. Yeah.
where Dr. Melfi and Carmela, played by me,
Fair. Yeah.
we hack into a computer and make ourselves small to
Okay.
go inside of Tony's brain. Another favorite of mine was
Yeah.
so AJ and Tony don't really get along.
The son,
There's
Tony's yeah.
kind of a generational difference.
Yeah,
there.
teenage boy and his dad. Yeah.
Yeah, and so AJ
Uh-huh.
yells at Tony because he wants to go see which band was it? Slipknot. He wants to go see the Slipknot concert at the Meadowlands.
With the mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so then Tony and Christopher and
Yeah.
Polly and all them, they sneak into the Meadowlands and they find Slipknot and beat them up and put on their clothes.
Take their spot on stage.
Yes.
when they're playing like My Girl or something like that, some Frankie Valley
No,
up there.
they're playing new metal, and AJ really thinks it's Slipknot. But then,
And they got the masks on.
but then Tony says, "Hey AJ, it's your father."
You need to take the trash out or something.
Yes, exactly. And
This is, dude, this is hilarious.
Yes,
I wish we were still doing this shit. This is fun. This sounds hilarious.
I guess, we'll bring it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they always end with like a happy sitcom ending.
Yeah,
of,
wrap it up in 30 seconds, 30 minutes.
Dad, I guess you do get me more than I thought.
I guess you're right, Dad. Some people do need to be whacked. Yeah.
Yeah. And even though a couple people died today, I feel like we're closer than ever.
Hug, and meadow and all. Yeah, absolutely. That's good.
And so then during COVID, I like moved to the woods, and I was just like,
like the woods in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people had to. Yeah.
It was kind of fun. I would do writing. I was like sending out comedy zines, and then when the world opened up, I was like, okay, I'll do comedy again. And
it was fun. It was funky because you were probably like me, where you was just like, it was what you were doing like 6 out of 7 nights. You were either doing a spot, doing a mic, or writing with somebody, or watching somebody, and then it was just like, oh hey, you're gonna be in your apartment. And and it was just like, okay, this is what I'm doing now.
Right.
Yeah.
But when I like came back, like there's so many, like a lot of my friends say like, oh my God, I went to an open mic and like I don't recognize anybody there. I'm old now.
All the guys grew shitty beards too. That was the other thing.
Sure,
Everybody turned into ZZ Top with the frazzles and or who was the guy? I can't think of his name. Post Malone with the shitty beard kind of vibe. Yeah.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll's another one. Yeah.
And so I would just meet all of these like very young stand-ups who like started doing comedy during COVID.
Yeah, on Zoom shows. Yeah, which I did a couple. I hosted a couple. And it was so weird.
I did a few, and I would always do like a PowerPoint or something because I was like, just like jokes to camera probably aren't gonna work with like no audible laughter.
Also, you have that at your service. You have it's who's I can't think of the guy that does the PowerPoints where like a lot of social media ones. Ben Palmer, I think, does those.
Oh yeah,
where with the PowerPoint
kind
of vibe.
I think he's so great.
Oh, he is great. Yeah,
I
you're
love
correct.
what he does.
Yeah, what?
I love what he does.
Yeah, with especially the social media trolling and stuff like that. Very funny.
Yeah, I think everyone should to put a little bit of Ben Palmer in what they're doing.
Absolutely, very funny, especially like the social of like I am now the city of Albuquerque, and I am now I am now the North Carolina Transportation Department or something.
Yeah. If you guys don't know Ben Palmer, he goes,
look him up.
He goes on Facebook and he
makes a fake account.
Yes. And I'm trying to think of one.
City of Atlanta, I know, because he was from Atlanta. He would do that a lot. Yeah.
What did he say?
Just about like, hey, it had snowed there or something. It was just like, hey, we couldn't get the trucks, we couldn't get the sand trucks going, so just have at it. Like, if people would think it was like the city of Atlanta saying that,
Or he sometimes he'll pretend to be like a very official group and like make a statement that like they would never make, but like we want them to make.
Yeah, absurd shit.
Yeah, he's great.
In lieu of the Pirates winning the championship, there are no speed limits on Interstate 38. Something whatever. It was just tell some stupid absurd shit. People be like, oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
That was one of the problems with broadband internet. It's like we gave it to everybody before everybody was like, we had enough trouble with it. And then it was just like, hey, let's go wide.
Incredible.
Yeah.
What else? And so, I just felt very rejuvenated.
Coming back out of COVID whenever you started going back up again.
I felt very rejuvenated having lived in the woods and being around this new crop of younger comedians, especially because like Hollywood is so dead right now.
Absolutely. Like, I don't know if I don't know when you drove around here, like, there should not be parking available in this area. There was not before COVID. During COVID, there wasn't. And, like now it's weird. I mean, the hiking is the hiking. That's cool. But like at night, I'm finding parking spaces on the street. What?
Yeah.
Where I live in Hollywood. Yeah. So it's
a lot of my friends that like I started doing comedy with, like we were all like, this is going to lead to TV and maybe even movies. We'll see.
And TV is dead now too.
Exactly. And, some people were more crass and shrewd about it.
Yeah.
I think some people were trying to do it the right way. And so to see all of these like 22-year-olds who know there's no jobs.
Yeah.
And are like, no, but I like the art form.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Kinda
that was really inspiring to me.
coming from a wholesome vibe, you know,
Yes.
just in it for the love of the game kind of thing.
Yes, and they're like more authentic. They like say more controversial things because they're like,
Oh, they're younger and they're the
they're
follies
like,
of
I don't
youth.
have an agent.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. How could they fire me?
Like, well, you can't fire me from my own podcast. What are you doing?
Exactly.
You know, what are you going to fire me from my own TikTok? What? Yeah.
So I feel like that really inspired me, and having a break made comedy more fun. I think sometimes before COVID, I felt like I wasn't having fun. I was kind of like,
going through
this
the motions.
Is a slog. I have to do this. If I don't do this, then I'll lose momentum.
There was a show I used to do almost every Tuesday, probably every 2 or 3 Tuesdays. It was in downtown LA. It was a spot. I loved the guy who put me up. It's like, it's better than sitting at home. But after a while, it was just like, here, time to make the donuts. It was just kind of, here's the dick jokes, everybody.
Yeah.
Here's why dating is hard. You know, it just
Right.
kind of felt like that kind of energy. And because, so, you know, sometimes, you know, the shows that wouldn't be attended. And if it's not, if the electricity isn't there, it's just like, okay, all right, I did one of those the other night, or this week, actually. And I had a friend in from out of town. You probably, I don't know, you know Josh Fadum?
Yes.
Oh, we're both from Tulsa, and he did one spot earlier, and then it was going to be one of those shows where I go, okay, this isn't so much of a show as it is just a thing now, and he was just like, he's living in Tulsa now, and he goes, you forget, I can't get up 3 nights. I can't get up 3 nights
Right.
3 times in Tulsa on a Tuesday, and I'm like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, this is what we're doing, yeah, good point. It just kind of, reversed course for me, as opposed to, I was like, this is gonna be a hot show, and it was like, we're going up 84th and 85th on the lineup. So, and it was just like, I have to sometimes I forget how fortunate we are. That there's people putting on spots.
That's why I really appreciate this era of like Reels and TikTok.
Yeah.
Some comedians like weirdly complain about it. They're like, I don't want to do that, and it's like, okay, if you don't want to, then don't.
Have you found anything that comedians won't complain about?
Good points. Good points.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Sorry,
it's really cool that you could live in like
Omaha, Nebraska.
you could live in small cities where you don't perform every night and like just be like, no, I'm really gonna bring it and I'm gonna film it and it'll get traction and maybe I'll be able to travel to other towns.
Yeah. I started out in the old school where it was just like it was like I didn't understand the video aspect of, so I was just like, if I'm at a theater and I got cameras, yes, but like, why are you setting this up at the Hollywood Comedy? Why are you setting up a camera at the fourth wall in front of a bunch of open micers? But it is what it is, and I don't post a lot of stand up because I don't post it because I'm a big believer in you don't put out the steak before it's cooked, but I've also had to rechannel my mind to be like, oh, hey, you know what? If it doesn't look good, take it down. Fuck it.
Right.
It's not like I have this account that everyone's like screen grabbing. Oh, he did a shitty clip.
Ew.
We get in our own head about shit. You know what I mean? Because you give a fuck. You give a fuck, and you want to give the best representation of yourself. But sometimes that can be stifling. And with the podcast, I really like what I've got going here. I got good software, so I just go, and then some of the clips are great. Some of the clips are there, and I hate spammy feeling. I hate self-promoting feeling, but also I have to recognize that, hey, I got something good, and also everybody else is throwing the shit out there. What am I going to do? Sit on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, what really annoys me is when people are complaining about like, they're complaining about Reels and TikTok videos and saying like, like the most popular people are all like right-wing weirdos, and I'm like, then post your stuff.
Yeah.
What are you talking?
Yeah.
We should be posting more. We should be showing that we're funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Did you see the CNN interview with Tim Dillon and I can't remember the lady?
Oh my God, yes.
The lady with the glasses, the blonde. She's a legit. She used to be with Vice. She went into Charlottesville. She's a really good journalist.
Yeah.
And she just didn't know stand up.
Oh my God, I saw that and I was like, I wish I was the
It was
interviewer
so
because I have like.
He was just like, what are you talking about? Everybody's right wing. He was just like, what about Trevor Noah, Chelsea Handler, Ronnie Chang? He was like, and these guys are left of me, and they're fine and they're funny. And it was just, she was just like, oh, I didn't,
Yeah, yeah. She went in.
It was
like,
a bad
accusatory.
It was a bad assign. It was a bad match.
It also seems like she didn't know stand-up, but it also seems like she hadn't watched his show. It seems like she had just read about it.
Oh, he's
and how can you have a proper interview if you haven't watched the thing?
Oh, especially who we were talking about like queer representation. I mean, like he is Joe Rogan's like most frequent guest now, and he's a gay dude, but he never talks about. He talks about it 5% of his act. I've heard him say he was just like, I don't think it's interesting. He was like, I'm gay, you can tell, but it was just like what? Okay, blowjob, whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He would rather he'd complain about an Airbnb, or some slight he'd had from being from Long Island or something.
Yeah, I also kind of feel like
I love Tim Dillon, by the way. I got to do him during COVID.
He's very funny.
He's insane, but I love him.
He's very funny. He's very good at stand up.
Yeah, this podcast is insane. Yeah.
There's a lot of good clips. Yeah. Everyone says, well, don't be fooled by the clips because the full episode will have crazy stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'm open to that being true.
Yeah. Two things can be true. Absolutely. Yeah.
And
gotta open.
But I feel like sometimes when he's had like crazy guests on, like I feel like Joe Rogan will interview Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
And be like, that's awesome. Your plans sound good.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about
But then Tim Dillon, he'll like talk.
He'll say, Peter Thiel is Satan, right?
Right. But he'll interview Cheryl Hines.
Yeah.
And he's clearly making fun of her to her face.
Yes.
Like.
Yeah.
No one who's criticizing it is actually watching it. He's deliberately being like, look at this idiot.
He will troll.
And she agreed to come on my show.
Well, RFK's cousin or nephew, I guess, maybe nephew, cousin, whatever, I'm sure, is a stand-up comic.
Okay.
And a hilarious one, Earl Skakel. At the Comedy Store, Big Earl, and they don't even get.
That's so interesting.
He doesn't even get along with it. He doesn't even get along with RFK. And he was just like, whenever RFK was running for president, Earl was on here. He was just like, nobody should vote for him. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. The family isn't voting for him.
I know his family hates him because he's a bad person in real life.
I don't know enough about him. He doesn't seem like he's that interesting. He seems like he's just. I mean, like so many weird, dumb stories, like the killing the bat or killing a cow and dumping it in Central Park. I'm like, what's going on? They're talking about.
He mutilates animals, which is a sign of psychopathy.
Yeah.
And it's like if your kid was doing this, you would get them help immediately.
Yeah, you would put him on pills and you would put him on pills and have him go into the woods.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, or maybe
someone gave him pills and he's mad about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't at first I was like, oh, because I came up while probably watching Breaking Points, and I think I go, oh, this guy's interesting, and he was interesting.
Yeah.
And then I learned a little bit more about him. I go,
yeah,
and I was, and then just having Earl on the podcast because I didn't know much about it. And Earl, we talked for like 2.5 hours, but that was just one of the things. He was like, no.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think people...
Who doesn't want to be related to the president? Who wouldn't want to be related to the president? He was just like...
I think people might cherry pick things and say, oh, he did something good.
Like some environmental thing or whatever, yeah.
The thing is, he's phony. He didn't even do that stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, here's a hot piece of gossip.
Uh-oh.
So where I grew up in New Jersey...
Yeah.
10 miles away, it was kind of like we were just below a mountain.
Okay.
And so 10 miles up into the mountain, there's a community there, the Ramapo Indians, and they really have suffered a lot and been attacked by a lot of people, and
people trying to snag their land. It was probably hot real estate kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, it's actually interesting. Like, they're still there because they avoided the Trail of Tears because they moved up into the mountains.
Yeah.
And we're like, no one's going to find us here.
Yeah.
And
Natural barrier. Yeah.
Yeah, and the land is cheaper up there. There's like no what do you call it's so mountainy and so rocky.
The terrain is so challenging.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can't like farm very well. So this is why they were able to escape there.
It's like an Afghanistan probably vibe.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Like I lived up there when I moved to the woods, and like no one has what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't mean plumbing. I mean a different word. Like everyone has
like aqueducts kind of thing. Yeah. It's more old school infrastructure. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So what happened to them?
It's kind of like a Appalachia kind of vibe, or
a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Like you just go.
It's like you check out.
You go to the bottom of the mountain, and then you're like, oh, it's Starbucks. Let me get some Starbucks.
Oh, back to yeah. I mean, that's what reservations are kind of like.
Yes.
I mean,
and it's like an hour and a half from the city.
Okay, yeah.
So like commuters live up there even. But so years and years ago, Ford and Avon, the cosmetics companies, they had plants in upper New Jersey, lower New York, and they had a lot of carcinogenic waste
in the water and stuff.
And so they didn't want to dispose of the waste properly
expensively.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
So what they would do is they would go up into Ringwood, New Jersey, and they would dump everything in a mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's right where all of the
water table.
It's like where all of them like cluster and live together. And they deliberately did it because they were like,
what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Pay? Yeah.
Like, they're not going to be able to fight back. They don't have the money to sue us.
They don't have the clout.
Who cares?
Yeah.
And also, like, there's evidence of them like leaving. They would dump, but they would also like leave like copper and stuff, like copper waste, like
and
on
it's
the
street.
street.
Forever chemicals, kind of vibe. Yeah.
Well, here's the crazy thing: they were leaving stuff like that because they were like, if we leave some stuff that they can sell, they're not going to come after us.
It's like a penance.
Yeah, and. So
it's
then,
so shitty. It's so shitty.
It's very shitty. This was like, I don't know when this was, maybe the 70s.
Yeah.
And so then in the 90s and 2000s, everyone got cancer.
Yeah, because all the carcinogens and all the stuff, all the forever chemicals into the water, into their water table.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, the rate of cancer up there is so extremely high.
Lead in the blood.
Were dying.
Yeah,
Yep.
like Flint kind of vibe. Yeah.
People were dying. People needed oxygen tanks, stuff like this. And
the children, they're not balanced because of it. Yeah.
And so, some lawyers, my favorite professor, Dr. Chuck Stead of Ramapo University. I'm such a fan of his.
Yeah. Go Ramapo.
Niche celebrity. You should definitely check him out.
Say his name again.
Chuck Stead.
Chuck Stead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he wrote about all of this. Other journalists at the Bergen Record wrote a lot about this and were exposing what was going on.
Yeah.
And so then some lawyers reached out and said, oh, we'll take on this class action case against Ford and Avon.
Yeah.
And they were working on the case, and months and months and months in, RFK approached them and said, "Oh, I passed the bar. Can
Hops
I?"
in. Yeah, last second. Yeah, wait.
Can I help out? And, when you think about it, my name is going to add some
headline
recognition.
clout.
And, so that might be helpful. And so these people were like, yeah, that probably would be helpful. Okay.
Yeah, it does bring eyeballs, unfortunately. Yeah.
And so he kind of did a lot of press about this, campaigned just to boost his self-image and say, look how humanitarian and awesome I am.
It was a bad faith kind of vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And ultimately, when everything was settled and the lawyers got paid, the average payout to these people was, I think, $500 each.
It's like...
Yes. People
1 hour of legal, one hour of what a legal billing would be.
People who are dying of cancer and have
He's trying to come in like he's Matt Damon in The Rainmaker, you know, or what's Julia Roberts, like he's Aaron Brockovich on the horse shit, you know, and it was just like, okay, dude,
Yes.
Cool.
And, then this other writer, I forget his name, was researching pollution in the Hudson River.
Yeah.
And
I know that was a big thing they talked about for RFK. Yeah.
Yes, and the exact same thing happened. RFK approached him and said, "I heard you're working on this book. If I could help you on it, and then it would be co-written by a Kennedy, and it might help you be able to go on talk shows,
get some more publishing."
Awareness.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah. I mean,
this guy seems decent.
Yeah, yeah.
And he totally screwed him over. Like stopped talking to him.
Yeah.
And took all of the attention and all of the credit for that work.
Yeah.
And so I think anytime you hear of him doing something good, you should look into what actually happened, because more than likely he just jumped on work that other people were
piggybacked.
doing.
Yeah, piggybacked it. Yeah. Also, do you have a hard out or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay, clever. I'm also gonna do like an ad if you wanna. If I'm gonna do an ad, if you want to, if you want to step out for it, you can step out. It's gonna be like 1 minute. It's a THC based thing. If you don't want to be around for it, I completely understand.
I'll hang.
All right, clever. Just want to let you know. I didn't want to put you in a weird spot. No, I didn't. I knew just what I saw was public persona of RFK, and then obviously, I mean, first of all, he's got the gravel voice, which is kind of weird, but that's neither here nor there. But it would just be kind of, oh God.
He should probably take some medicine.
Yeah, and as much as I'd hate hearing it, I would prefer it to Trump's voice. So yeah, I don't know. Pick your poison on that one. Yeah, but Yeah, and you started in like a weird time also, like with so much like social reckoning and stuff like that, with Me Too movement, and I feel like there was a big movement for people, to be a little bit more socially aware, especially with stand up. I did feel like Trump got away with so much shit and he was kind of a Teflon, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That it started trickling down to, hey, let's go after entertainment. Again, went after entertainers and stand-ups. Even I was just like Kevin Hart can't host the Oscars over a tweet. One of the girls I started with, she got quasi canceled whenever she booked SNL. Melissa Villaseñor over old tweets that were not even. They were bad jokes. It was 2010, 2011. We were still tweeting with 40404, if you remember that. Sure. When this is like, and
I love her.
Oh, she's one of the best humans. She's so funny. She's such a. I remember it was one of my first paid gigs was with her, actually in Ron's neighborhood down in Pedro at the Warner Grand. It was, if you don't mind the story. Sure. So she was. I think we both booked it. Me and some other people. I was telling and. She was just like, oh, I don't know if I can go, and I was like, well, is it because you don't have a car then? And she's like, oh no, I got a job, and they want me to work on Friday. It was just, and I was just like, well, what do you? It's like, it's this golf store, and I was just like, we all know you have a higher ceiling with stand-up comedy than selling golf equipment. You understand? And she's like, oh, I guess. And it was just one of those things.
I guess.
Yeah. It was still a little bit higher back then, but yeah. Yes. That's what someone needs to start doing, the impression of Melissa.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll clip that. There we go. But but it was just like, she was always so humble, so sweet. It was just like, hey, you really think I should call in? Or it was just like, just let them know as soon as possible. It was like a silly gig. It was a thing, but it was, I just remember that. It was like me and 3 others. And then obviously you're going to remember somebody who booked SNL. And it was a weird time. I felt like so many people came after stand-ups for anything that we were saying, like controversial. And, that's some of it is like, you're trying to find the absurdity, and you're going to say some things wrong, to get there. Yeah. And so it was, and I'm so glad that I didn't start right then, because it probably would have affected me, my whole process. Like, God, I feel like I have to walk on eggshells about things, but I'd already done road stuff and stuff. I was like, I know this is funny. I'm not being hateful.
Sure.
There was a I'm not like yay KKK or anything. I remember one time I've had a response to a joke that where it was a joke, and then somebody else said something racist in support of it, and I was just like, you're doing it wrong, and it was a joke in the middle of nowhere casino, Nevada, and I said it was something about because my family's all from the South Bay, they're all Raider fans. So it's like, it's great for them because it's they're easiest to shop for Christmas, because what does every Raider fan want for Christmas? Parole. And and then this one guy in the front goes, "Yeah, it's because they're black." And I was like, "Dude, no." And I was
what
just like,
the hell?
and I was and it was just like, it was just like, no.
Yeah.
And I don't. It made me feel icky about that joke, even though that's not where my heart was.
Yeah.
And it still sticks to me, you know what I mean? It was just like, I was like, and I was like, I still got to do the show for the rest of the people, but I think you're gross, dude. I
think you should add a bit at the end. You should keep doing the joke.
Oh, I still do, yeah.
And say, one time I did that joke, and a guy in the audience said, no. I'm obviously talking about bikers.
I was like, no, and also they're Latino, not black, dude. Anyway,
sure,
and that's where my cousin,
like
and that's where my cousins are. Anyway, so but it was, and that joke has also gotten me out of 3 tickets from cops, because cops love that joke. Anyway,
incredible.
So, but no, it's a weird time. It had to have been a weird thing. I'm gonna go do the thing if that's all right. Mm-hmm. Guys, thanks for listening to the podcast. I want to say if you're enjoying it, and I know you are, a good way to help out the show, and if you like THC-based sodas, and if you haven't tried them, you should. If you're into that kind of thing, hit up my friends at Good Feels. They have they do canned sodas, canned seltzer drinks, no sugar, no alcohol, home delivered. They come in 3 main flavors. My favorite is the blood orange. They also have grapefruit. They also do THC gummies and pre-made powdered drinks you can mix with your own water if you don't want seltzer water. Use the code OV points to save 20% when you purchase. You can subscribe and save even more. It comes in 6-pack, 12-pack, and 24-pack. Check out my friends Good Feels and use the promo code OV points. It'll be in the comments. Thanks. And that was it. Woo! Yeah, used to work in radio. Can you tell?
Wow.
Not pretty bad. Pretty decent off the top of my head. I started with sports radio and sports journalism. I was at LA Times.
Cool.
I was an LA Times writer, and it was the odds. So print was dead.
Yeah.
And radio was kind of already, with XM and Howard Stern, everything moved to that,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Who were some of the people that you want? I know you said you were like a big TV head growing up. Who were some of the people? Did your family watch stand up and kind of got you into it, or how'd that go?
Yeah, my parents are really into comedy.
Yeah, mine were too.
My dad's really into film.
Yeah.
So we
had a good upbringing, good cultured upbringing for that.
Yeah. We watched everything. We watched The Jerk. We watched every Mel Brooks thing.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but one of the ones my parents had me listening to, obviously not great now, but Bill Cosby. It was Bill Cosby, Robin Williams, George Carlin.
Yes,
yeah.
They never really played any Bill Cosby stuff, but definitely George Carlin.
The when you have the HBO specials, or comic relief, I think with Billy Crystal and Whoopi Goldberg and Robin Williams, it would be just the Night of a Million Stars. It would be great. Yeah.
And what else?
Yeah.
My mom always talks about, like, you want to see something really funny, you should check out Sid Caesar.
Oh, yeah. The whole roast and stuff. Yeah.
So,
the variety show kind of vibe. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, what's the other guy's name?
Smothers Brothers.
Carl Reiner.
Carl Reiner? Oh, the one that recently passed. Or no, Rob Reiner wasn't the one that passed. It was his dad,
yeah.
Carl Reiner. Yeah, I think he was in Ocean's 11, I think, was the,
Yeah, and he was best friends with Mel Brooks.
Oh, so much about Blazing Saddles. My dad would laugh at something once a decade. And I remember, I think for the 80s, his laugh was Spaceballs, the Mel Brooks Spaceballs. Whenever it's like, I want you to comb the desert, and you see the guys combing the desert. Then there's the black troopers dragging a pick through the sand. He goes, "We ain't found shit." My dad just laughed, and he would like almost like hyperventilate because he would laugh. It was just so absurd and so silly, that kind of.
My mom was a huge fan of everyone involved in the Show of Shows.
Oh,
and Smothers Brothers.
Smothers Brothers was because they were edgy back. They were edgy 60s 70s kind of shit, but they did it with a smile and the banjo. Where'd they get them?
My dad really liked the Monty Python.
Oh,
I feel like that's like I Think You Should Leave for when he was in college. It's like what all the young people were like, oh my God, it's on tonight. Let's watch it. Come over.
You can't skip lunch. Eating the hot dogs and stuff like that. Tim Robinson's insane. He's an insane person. I would love.
So we watched what's it called? Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That was a frequent watch.
Yeah.
I remember we went to see Eric Idle on Broadway.
Oh shit! You guys don't play. Yeah, you guys brought it. Yeah,
they loved comedy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We would watch Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, Natch.
Every week, like as a family, crowded together in the living room, and
see if you're the master of your domain. Yes.
And I was definitely not old enough to get it, but I would just like laugh. When
it was community, and the laugh track, and you're like, the family's together, it's great. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we were a Cheers family. We were like Cosby. We were the Cosby Show family, and I think Cheers, Cosby Show, and obviously Seinfeld. I think I was kind of already in college when that happened, but Cheers. My dad, my mom and dad, Cheers was. We're gonna hold the family together for Cheers. And Cosby. It was just one of those things. It was
Me and my brother, we were like huge Simpsons fans, and like really like Wet Hot American Summer, like anything that's just like joke.
Pop, 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 pop. Yeah.
And I feel like when he went to college and when he would come home on breaks, he would be like,
he'd load up on what was new.
He would be like,
He was older than you?
He was like, I'm a TV writing nerd now. We gotta watch these shows. So he would have, we'd be watching on VLC connected to the TV.
Oh shit!
Like torrented episodes of Scrubs, Cheers.
No, it was good writing. Was that Dan Harmon? Right? It was Scrubs.
No, it's
Lawrence.
What's his name?
Lawrence?
Yeah, Bill Lawrence.
Yeah, Bill Lawrence was Scrubs. My bad. Yeah, it was so funny. It was so funny, and they would bust out into musicals, and they would just be quirky and awkward. And John McGinley was a great straight man, and
it's very
Donald Faison and their little bromance they would have. Zach,
it's very similar to Cheers. I think he said himself
workplace comedy
that like he was inspired by Cheers.
Yeah,
especially
that makes sense.
It's like joke, but has like these tender moments.
A heart.
You're like, why am I crying?
They had I can't remember her name, the Puerto Rican girl. She would usually bring some good heart to it. Her and Donald Faison would usually bring some real good heart to it. Or like sometimes there'd be like a patient that caught you, kind of vibe.
I can't remember that actress's name right now.
Yeah.
But the character is Carla.
Yeah.
I love that actress.
I can't remember when. We'll Google it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I remember my older cousins out here. They turned me on to. Reminded me of the British comedy was The Young Ones.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever saw
No,
it.
I
Oh
never
god, it
saw
was
it.
so silly, so absurd. It was like a little bit. It was obviously influenced by Monty Python because they're British, and who wasn't? And but it was like these four just like it was kind of like Sunny in Philadelphia before Sunny in Philadelphia.
Sure,
They were these four British idiots. And like one was a metalhead, one was like this. He was like an Antifa guy, but he was just so pretentious. It was like too much.
Yeah.
One was like smarter than everybody, and one was like this hippie. And they were just it was stupid, absurd kind of thing. And they would have like madness, like the ska band would come in, and they have a musical guest every week. It was
that's
so
cool. What's
the
called?
Young Ones.
Young Ones.
Yeah, you could probably find it on
Yeah.
YouTube and that kind of thing. That's where everything is. That's where this will be.
Sure.
Yeah, I hate one of my biggest comedy influences is somebody who never touched a stand-up mic was Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
Just the musical parodies. When I was so little, I was like I had a sister who was 7 years older than me, so like she would listen to Madonna like a virgin, and I would be like, like a surgeon, No, he's not doing Michael Jackson bad. He's doing Michael Jackson fat. It's funny.
I'm fat.
And I would just lose my mind.
Yes.
He would be like, flip the thing, and
Dun,
he would eat a sandwich. He would go running and stop. Yeah, I would just lose my mind for Weird Al. He made a movie in Tulsa. It was called UHF. That was another one. That was another one of my dad's one laughs for the decade. I don't know if you ever saw it. Guys chewing him out over the executive. It was just like, well, my great grandfather ran this, and then his wife ran it during the war. And he goes, what would he say if he was alive today? And he's chewing out the execs. What would he say if he was alive today to see us in second place to a UHF company? He goes, help, let me out of this box. I can't breathe in here, help. My dad lost his mind on that one. It was just so, And that was probably like some of my silly, dumb comedy influences.
Yeah.
I still remember them crystal clear.
Yeah.
I haven't gone senile yet. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Ollie G's show also was huge when I was in high school.
Ollie, it was the HBO one, right? He's so funny, and the guests had no idea what was going on. Borat was so silly when it came out.
Yeah.
It was that was such a low budget thing, and they did it so well. That had to have been. I wonder how long it took to shoot that. I mean, like,
I wonder.
God, the rodeo scene where he's just like. Where he's singing the national anthem at the redneck rodeo, the flag. And well, it's a Kazakhstan. Okay, you can sing. Just kind of. I grew up in Oklahoma. Rednecks don't mind when you make fun of them if it's funny.
Yes,
Yeah. They're like, you got me.
I auditioned for the girl in Borat 2 who Rudy Giuliani is creepy to.
Oh God! Oh, that was such a scene.
Yeah, that was really crazy.
I felt so different ways about that because I mean, I don't like Rudy Giuliani. I mean, good the New York 9/11, good stuff, But what he turned into, didn't really care for, but also it was just so awkward and cringy to watch. My God, I was so. I remember that. God, I
feel like that should have been a bigger deal.
Well,
he's basically soliciting sex from a child.
I felt that he was stupid. I felt that he kind of got set up where he's a very uncharismatic person, especially now, especially Trump dick riding and the black hair gel falling all over his face. The other part of that was great was he thought they were having the press conference at the Four Seasons, but it was a landscaping company outside of Philadelphia called Four Seasons Landscaping because they had some idiot.
Yeah, that was fun.
COVID was fun. Here we go. They said it was going to be at the Four Seasons, but it was a Four Seasons landscaping thing because they didn't look up the address. They didn't like 2 or 3 pages of Google. Anyway, it was just it was. Oh man, I'm sorry you didn't get to be molested by Rudy Giuliani.
Right?
Yeah.
My agent, she sent me it, and it had like a vague fake title because like they didn't want word to get out too much.
Yeah, because it's got to be kind of covert.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You should really tape for this one."
Yeah.
It's a movie about a guy, and he does pranks.
Yes.
And I was like, "What is it?" And she was like,
Can't say
"It's
it.
Borat."
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
I thought I made it.
So yeah, it's Cohen. It's Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah. I remember reading my acting teacher. He read for a Tim Robinson sketch. It was the cigar crooner, and I saw the script and I go, this isn't funny. And because I'm reading the script and I go, this isn't funny. And I do stand up. I've done sketch. I go, this is not funny. And then when I saw the sketch, I go, fucking funny. You see the script and you're like, all right, yeah. It was just because Tim Robinson it was to be the other guy that was getting the DUI, the other guy that was getting the hookup on the trip. And then he wound up using his co-writer for it anyway, so whatever.
Sure.
But yeah.
I've seen people online like putting the crooner on there.
Oh yeah. Baseball player, college baseball players during a rain delay, they would do that because they're sitting there in the rain. They would have the fake crooner in a golf cart. Yeah, no, it was like it was stupid. College boys were like, oh, what are we gonna do? Either that or hit each other in the dick with a baseball bat.
Right?
Whatever. We're not. Women are smarter. I understand. Yeah. So anything you're working on? Anything you want to promote? You got I know you're doing your own show. You got the Rough Crowd.
Yes.
You want to talk on that for a minute?
Sure. So I'm doing a live show called Rough Crowd.
Yeah.
We filmed one already. It's on YouTube.
Great panels. Really solid.
Yeah.
You book well. Yeah. I
you.
guess it was you booking. I just assumed. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. And on August 30th, I'm going to do it in New York.
Nice.
At Caveat. Please get ticks.
Yes.
And
send me the link. I'll put it in the thing if you want me to.
Sure,
yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
The plan is just to take it more cities and book like local people,
especially places that have a good scene, like a New York, like a SF, like a Boston, Chicago, whatever. I'm not trying to tell you how to do it, but
sure,
yeah.
I want to go to Detroit. I know some funny people there.
Yeah. You could probably get M on there if you wanted to.
Huh?
You could probably get M if you wanted to. Eminem. He loves stand up. I don't know if you know that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. There you go.
Someone said, "Oh, come to Portland, please."
Yeah.
So that's on the docket. I would probably reach out to Kyle Kinane and see if he would want to do it.
Yeah. I know Sophia moved up there. Sophia Alexandra. Yeah.
Okay.
Really super funny. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So, I just think it's really
Rough
funny.
Crowd. It's like a panel show. Yeah.
Yes, and we kind of debate hot topics and make jokes about it, and kind of what we've been talking about this whole episode of like, you have to be funny about this stuff. You can't just be like, don't talk about that because that alienates people. That makes people go, oh, why are these guys like being annoying?
Don't preach at the people. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But you can still preach, but you have to be funny.
Yeah, preach with punches.
Yeah. Do what a good pastor does, is kind of finesse it a bit.
No, that's funny. That's good. I like that.
Yes, and
you got your own show, the Mary Houlihan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the Mary Houlihan Show on YouTube or audio podcast anywhere.
Yeah, or both.
Or both. That would be ideal.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You didn't think about that, huh?
Yeah.
There we go. Get greedy with it. It's all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So on my YouTube channel, I post long form interviews with people. I also
I don't do that. I don't really do that. Go ahead.
And I also do. That's where I post the Rough Crowd episodes, and I also do kind of like journalist field piece things that are funny. They're kind of like Daily Show field segments. But about things I want to talk about.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your socials?
Oh yeah.
Did I spell it right on your thing, on the thing there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, all right, good. All right. It is Mary Houlihan, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
My name is Mary Houlihan, but my handle on TikTok, Threads, and Instagram is at Mary Houli, Houlie.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, also, dude, you just did you knock out anything at Comic-Con this year? I know you were posting about that. Yeah.
So I have a set with Cracked Comedy Club coming out soon.
Oh, Yellow Door.
So check that out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. I mean, yeah, that thing is blown up so big. I was never a comic guy because I think Archie and Jughead was as far, and that was because they were at my grandparents' house when I'd go visit. And then I remember I watched Superman, the old one, Christopher Reeves, and I was just like, oh, who's this crazy black guy? Oh, that's Richard Pryor, and that turned me on to Richard Pryor just because it was my exposure. I mean, it's just wild what Comic-Con is morphed into. It's like con or something now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
You have a good time, you said.
Oh yeah, it was really fun. It's like
and it's so
Times
close.
Square down there. In San Diego during Comic-Con, so the streets were just flooded with people.
All the nerds
in crazy anime costumes.
Awesome. Right on. Guys, if you like the episode, hit like, subscribe to the podcast. You can follow me. It's The Fun Matt Lewis. Hope you're already doing that. The show is Obnoxious Valid Points on social media, clips and all that stuff. If you want to watch the show without ads, Patreon. You get it a couple days early. Follow Mary. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks for listening. Have a good one.
Support for Obnoxious Valid Points is not brought to you by Audible. Audible, are you too stupid to read a book? Have one read to you. You'll find no books or mentions of books at patreon.com/ovpoints.